And we're back. It seems that we've ruffled some feathers since our last segment, Mr. White. The IAM has responded and called into question many of the things that we discussed in our last segment.
Yep.
Basically calling you an out-and-out liar. How do you respond to that?
Well, I think, it's just a ploy to get people to sign. I think they feel that, we don't have crew members who are actually going to go research the information, research contracts, go to different terminals, right? Because let's be honest, we have, like here at JFK, we got American Airlines, right next door in Terminal 8. And I'm pretty sure when you go to the Boston, Orlando's, Fort Lauderdale, we have IAM contracted ground ops crew members who we can speak to.
They're like a tug drive away to the terminal.
Exactly. And I encourage people to definitely go and speak to those companies. You're on the ramp, you get some downtime, drive over to American Airlines, drive over to, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, drive over to Spirit.
Let's not forget Newark. Right?
Yeah, and Newark too.
United.
Newark has United as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see some of the things that those crew members who are currently under those IAM contracts say about the IAM itself, as far as like what they get done for them and different things. I think even when we had our videos, I didn't speak in IAM in like a negative light. I'm just shedding more insight on what crew members can lose. And to be very transparent, there are some things in the contracts that's good.
Right.
But I'm going based on what we have already. And, as the values committee, we've been growing. Like 2019, introducing the appeals process, saving multiple crew member jobs and just doing different things to help the company grow together with the crew. So, I look at it as a ploy by them to, call me a liar when these things are actually written in their contract. So we're going to be able to go through the contracts and, we'll prove that, everything I said was, valid.
Well, I don't think it's your job to make the IAM look good or make them look bad, because I've seen the flyers, I've seen their communications, and nothing in the flyers basically shed a positive light on our relationship with JetBlue. So if we're to be fair, then they should be saying something that benefits us as crew members under the direct relationship at JetBlue. I have yet to see that, but.
Yeah, and I also agree with that, because some of the things they even say about like the values committee, we're crew members at the end of the day, right? We're engaged with our crew members. We know what the crew members want, and we fight the hardest for our crew members. So for them to just downright say, we're built by leadership, that's not true. That's false. A lot of our values committee members actually work in the field. We have only 6 members who was actually pulled from the operation, and they oversee both AO and GO crew members. And we try to, do the right thing and make sure our crew members get taken care of. And I would like to say, over the last couple of years, we have been very successful, free of charge to the front line.
Well, they've put these allegations of you telling untruths in a format of a flyer.
Yeah.
Which is their usual mode of communication outside of texting you at all times during the hour. And let me read a couple of the allegations that they have. It says, GO crew members will lose weekly pay in New York. The fact that a values committee leader would make this claim is very worrisome, because either this person doesn't have any idea of what they're talking about, or they are straight out and out lying. Then they go on to further say, weekly pay for hourly rated workers is New York state law. All IAM airline members in New York receive weekly pay. How do you respond to that?
So in the contract, it currently reads, this is with the TW and the IM, which is the American Airlines agreement that was they made in 2020. It states, employees will be paid bi-weekly on Fridays. An itemized statement will be included, setting forth all wages, overtime, and listed deductions for the pay period. So this is in the contractual agreement. with American Airlines and the ground crew in American Airlines that they will get paid bi-weekly.
And it should be on our screens right now.
Yes, should it be on the screens as well? That shows that, and this is actually in the same QR code link that was on the same flyer that I was accused about lying. With people want to do their research, and this is why I always encourage our crew members: don't listen to me, don't listen to the girl at the air train, don't listen to anybody. Listen, you now go in and you search. They put the flyers there right in our face. You know, they put the information in our face. We have to use it.
Speaking of the air train, shout out to IAM Jane, who has since swapped her miniskirt to a onesie. It's cold at Lefford. Stay warm, sis.
Yeah, so you know, I'm encouraging crew members, like I said, to definitely go back and check. You know, they posted it, they have the flyers, and they put the QR codes, and they tell people, like, look at the contracts. I clicked the link, you know, and this is what I'm seeing, you know, and it's, like I said, it's just a ploy to try to get JetBlue crew members just to vote yes, you know, and I think we have to do our fact finding, we have to do our checks, and we have to make sure that we're making the right decisions.
So I think that how easy it was for anybody, you know, with any knowledge of research can actually go directly to the contract, which they present for us to actually go and research, and find that they're clearly involved in untruths and misrepresenting the actual facts. So at this point, I don't necessarily think that truth is what they're trying to extend to crew members about the IAM. We are currently under a vote. So what they're trying to do is muddy the water and get crew members emotional based off of things that occurred in the past. They keep on bringing up things that happened in the past with JetBlue to get crew members in that mindset of almost vengeance, or almost I want to get back, rather than having them thinking forward about what the implications of having an IAM contract how it would affect their lives, rather than maintaining the direct relationship. So it's not about truth, it's about just getting a yes vote by any means necessary. And that is not in the benefit of for crew members, because we know exactly what we tend to lose based off of what's written clearly in the contract.
Yes, totally agree with that. And, you know, I definitely urge the crew members, do your research. I can't harp on it more. Do your research. For them to constantly, and, you know, beforehand, as the values committee, I would always tell my team, hey, we don't have to respond, we don't have to stoop to their level to actually, you know, be disrespectful and stuff like that. You know, just stick to the facts, stick to what we research, right? You know, we're doing this for free for our crew members, for ourselves.
Right.
That's what people have to realize, right? We're doing it for ourselves just as much as we're doing it for every frontline crew member. Same pay structure. Not a dime more the VC get. Me as a coach here, not a dime more than what the frontline crew member gets. Right. So, you know, there's no benefit like they would want to say as far as, you know, a comfy position. You know, we actually have to go out there to our crews, and we have to go out there to our leaders. If our crew members is upset with us, we still have to go to the leaders, you know, and we still have to actually sit there and negotiate on our own terms as well.
Well, I read the flyer, and I read the part in particular that said that, you know, VC members are in comfortable positions, and, you know, they don't want to pack the 250 bags in the cold weather. As you can see, I'm in my uniform. I just came from outside, and we had flights. I was in the belly. I was pushing out flights. I was wing walking. I was, you know, running bags. So this is my information, my conversation, my experience is not from a second-hand or a third-hand position. It's from a first-hand, dial in the world experience, working side by side with crew members, knowing exactly what they go through, the bag pulls, and etc., so that I could now come to you, Delano, as the AVC chair, to bring the questions that the crew members want to have answered from a first-hand perspective.
Exactly.
So that's all I have to say on that. Let's continue. The second lie that was proposed was having a union contract will limit our ability to swap, trade our hours.